welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now, today I'm going to talk about the Kings Valley man them. Now, you remember I did a story about them. These are the youth them from over Westmoreland, right? And this was the gruesome story about the members. I think them all on about 8 of them, right? And if you remember the first video I did, one of the shocking stories was about a man who them drag up in some bush, right, on a farm, right, and them limb him up, wet him up, juke him up with a fork, and then proceeded to pluck out him eyes them. Now you may remember there was a witness, and this witness was a former member of the gang. So it's a similar situation to what went down with Tesha Miller and Ratus Kratos, right? But people, in this case, I'm going to show you, and I'm going to give you the perfect example of why I said Tesha Miller was sentenced based on his name. Because this witness and this case is far more solid than the Tesha case. But guess what just happened? The courts have just freed 2 of the members of the Kings Valley gang. Basically, their defense lawyer submitted no case submission, and the courts agreed, and they were released. Now, one of the members, one of the people who was released was a man by the name of Elder. His nickname was Elder, right? And the witness said it was Elder who was the one who juke out the man, eyed him, and then set him on fire. People, I want to realize, this is not a case of some low-level member who wasn't really active, so they had no case against him. This was one of the key members, right? This was one of the key members who the star witness said him know about. Him have the man file. He went into great details about some things that the man used to do. People, the court just threw out the case, right? So Elder, right, is now a free man. The one who, according to the witness, right, juke out the man here and set him on fire. So that individual is now free back on the streets of Jamaica, right? So here we have another case right before our very eyes, right, that is falling to pieces, similar to the Uchense Wilson case, right? Now people, I want you to understand, there's about 8 of them before the courts. So 2 of them, there was 9, one bust the case for a long time. These 2 bust the case now, and them are hold on for 6 more. But these 2 were very prominent members, right? It's not like, as I said, some little small fry. Elder, as I said, you heard about the gruesome act that he carried out, allegedly, because the court just ruled that there is no case, right? So the court is basically dismissing the witness testimony, and there were multiple witnesses in this case, people, right? So it's not like in the Tesha Miller case where it was just Ratus Kratos alone of everything hanging upon his shoulder, right? This case had multiple witnesses, and it still wasn't enough, right? So people, what we have to look upon is this. When you see cases like this come up, where former members of these organizations turn upon them fellow young members, you have to understand it is very difficult to secure a conviction, because the defense lawyer is going to paint the picture of a desperate man, right, trying to get a way out, and he's selling out, or he's trying to just give some information so that he can get a shorter sentence, right? And it usually works, right? I stick by my opinion that the reason why it didn't work in the Tesha Miller case is because him named Tesha Miller. Because, for example, I'm going to read out the names of the men on this case, right, and tell me if none of you ever hear about them. Sean Sukra, Wopton Sankey, Carlington Godfrey, Ronaldo McKennis, Derval Williams, Christian Grant, Lindell Powell, Copeland Sankey. None of those names mean nothing to anybody. No juror is walking into a court and thinking, oh yeah man, me always hear the name there. Me always hear the name that associated with badness. No, They don't know these people. Therefore, they're just judging the case purely based on the evidence that is presented in front of them. Right? And the other person, because Hope Sankey, right, he's the one who goes by the nickname Tupac, right? As I said in my first video, I can't believe Tupac mixed up in a badness. Well, people, he's free now. He's one of the people who's free. And the next one, Sukra, right? He is the one of the oldest members in the organization, right? He's the one who named Elder, or aka 8 Ball, and he was the one, as I said, took out the man eye, according to this witness, and set the man on fire, right? So if they've dismissed the case for two of these individuals, right, no case submission, it's not looking good for the other 6. It's not looking good, right? But I don't know. These are the juror and the courts are the ones who saw the evidence, and I guess even though they have a former gang member who went as far as to confess what he did, right? Because they might admit same used to buy them weapons, he might admit same used to scam and give them money if you go do things, right? And then he went into details about what the people them used to do. Him say him used to see man do things, him used to hear man come tell him same the things. But of course the defense lawyer blow that through the gate. As a matter of fact, the defense lawyer went as far as to bring up some childhood issues, right? The defense lawyer bring up some disputes between the star witness and some of the men who are being accused. And the defense lawyers were saying, listen, a old grievance him a carry. This is a standard defense tactic, right? But in my opinion, the reason why they money walk, right, because based on how the witness attack, right, and how Westmoreland people attack, it don't seem like we're dealing with a bunch of innocent men, right? But it come back to the credibility of the witness, right? Here you have a man who clearly got an amazing deal, right? Probably a little 2-year, 3-year sentence like Ratos Kratos, right? And in return, he has to sink all these men with his testimony. Those are the type of people that defense lawyers love because they have no credibility, right? There's not like an innocent man or an innocent citizen saying, I'm doing this because I want my community to be better. This is a man who did mix up in other things and I try to save himself, right? But it worked for these two. Make you see if it's going to work for the next 6, because if it really turn out to the entire Kings Valley man them come back a road after how they were dealing with the streets, this is a huge embarrassment for the court system. But it would not have been bad as if Tesha Miller did get free, because Tesha Miller's name is much bigger, right? People, Ratos Kratos pulled off something, right, that was very, very unlikely. Even the DPP said it's the first time they've ever done anything like that, to give somebody that deal who was already behind bars, right? So people, this is why I say Ratos Kratos, I mean, he really deserved the name, because it was an incredible achievement to get Tesha to get thrown behind bars. But we have to stick to the reason. Is Tesha Miller name and fame worked against him, right? Because look at all these cases. You change say Wilson, right? You notice the man might get Lego one by one, and in that case you also have people turning on each other. But in court, those are a defense. That is a defense lawyer's dream, to go up in court and tackle somebody who used to be a part of the gang. Easy 1, 2, 3 case. You're bitter, you're hateful, you just want a short sentence. That's why you call my client name, right? That is what happened in courtroom. It look like this one is going to fall to pieces. Kings Valley, it's not looking good. So the people of Westmoreland, when I forgot to understand, say Tupac, I come back on the road, and Elder, I come back on the road, right? So I don't know what the plan is going to be, right? Because these new anti-gang legislation that everybody was hyping up and saying this is going to show us that Jamaica is ready to send me these criminals. Well, it's fallen to pieces. The only one that's worked so far is the big name, which is Tesha Miller, and that's the showpiece case. There is no way that one could have gone any other way, right? The evidence in this one against these men is far stronger than it was in the Tesha Miller case, right? But these men can come back a road and Jamaican people no ball out. These men can come back a road and it slide under the radar. That simply can't happen with somebody like Tesha. And when black man go before, now that is the next big one in the people. When black man go before the courts, I expect a similar result to what we saw with Tesha Miller, right? Regardless of what the evidence look like, I can't see black man come back a road, right? But that's just my opinion. People make me know what going on. People in Westmoreland, I hope when they start bracing themselves, because the man them come back a road. See Elder there, just bust him case, and probably a drink of Heineken right now and a laugh, right? As I said, these men are not going to go look no work down a taste this. So, make you see a look. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Please like, comment, and share the video. Bless.